What up, ladies and gentlemen? It is time for Nerd Report. And yeah, we're going to be going on today, and we're going to talk about whatever's going on. A little bit of a give and take between you and I, the commenters, and we have another spy balloon or something going on invading Canada. Let's see what's going on right after this. What up, folks? Lewis here in the house. I want to check my audio. Is my audio all right? Let me know in the comments ASAP, because I'm on Audio Freak and stuff like that. So it looks like, yeah, it's Saturday night, and about a week and a half ago, we had a balloon hovering over the United States, and it appears that we've had a few more after that. I'm counting 4, but who knows, right? Who knows at this point? So, what's the title of this thing right now? New spy balloon invades Canada, and let me put and U.S. airspace as I'm editing this as I go. Because look, usually I wanted to. I like having a little bit of time before I start these live broadcasts, so I'm ready. But I underestimated LA traffic. LA traffic is so bad, and let me tell you, LA traffic is usually not a result of a lot of cars. It's usually, I call it government sponsored traffic, where it's always like something construction work or something like that. It's something ridiculous, something dumb. Someone's getting a ticket and stuff. So yeah, it's just very, very frustrating. If you're in LA, you probably understand what I mean. I'm gonna get to the bottom of this new spy thing. I don't know if I'm actually, not maybe like I missed something because it's been a while. Oh, Bernadette Lone Fire is back in La Casa. What's up, Bernadette? Our Raider Bernadette's been taking a little bit of a break. That's fine. Everyone needs a little bit of a break once in a while. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes people want to take a break, even from a face like mine. Look. So handsome and stuff. Take a break sometimes, right? Let me see what's going on here, guys. I'm refreshing this. Let's see what else we have in the comments, so we could say what up to you all. I don't know. My stuff is freaking out. My stuff is freaking out. Amy Goodhart is on as well. We're doing something. We're trying to do a Saturday thing where we start at 5:30 on In the Closet with Amy Goodhart. Then we come here, and then we end the night at Grayson Report tonight at 8:00. She's gonna start at 8:00. You guys, so you guys, after this, please go over there. She's approaching her hours, her watch time hours to get approved by this, by YouTube to be able to monetize. Could you believe that? You have to like jump hoops to get monetized. It's pretty nuts, man. And yo, you know what's pretty nuts? Only 22 likes. What's going on here? Let's get some more likes. We actually have Grayson Report in the house. You're halfway there. All right, Grayson Report. Don't forget to show off your channel as well. Leave the link in there. So Montana is a false alarm. So they were saying that it was hitting towards Montana. I didn't know that. Like I said, I just, people were sending me this article. Shout out to Brandon. He's been on top of it. What's up, Audrey? Who else is in the house? Kat, what is up? Hi, you're about to get raided. All right. And it's not like the bad raid, like the ones the roaches get. It's a different kind of raid. This camera is kind of a little limp, guys. It's good. I guess you're talking about the audio. Hold on a second. I guess you're talking about the audio. It's good. Thank God. Let me see right here, guys. I'm gonna try something. I'm gonna let you guys know about something. Quick. Again, give and take. We're gonna have a nice little conversation here. There you go. All right, guys. Before I start, Oh my God, we have an Amy Goodhart raid. Amy Goodhart raid. A little bit of a Saturday chill stream. She had a amazing live today. It was very good, man. I really enjoyed it. Where do you guys watch your favorite YouTubers from? I love watching YouTubers from the car. And a lot of people, they don't understand. You can watch from the car or listen from the car, right? Just like listening. And that's why I love to have my my channel, the way I run it. I like to make it like kind of like a radio station. So you don't really have to be watching in order to enjoy it. But that's the thing. Does anyone here ever listen to Nerd Report in their car? Let me know in the comments. I'm very, very curious. Amy Goodhart is in the chat. Let me know, guys. If you're not subscribed, you got to go to her and give her a shot. All right, let's head over here. We're checking out over 100 people and only 52 likes. Okay, I'm just gonna stay quiet until I get 60. 60 likes or I'm quiet. All right, 60 likes. There we go. Why do I have to bribe you guys for the likes? Come on, people. What is up with you, man? What is up with you, guys? Yeah. Also, real quick, before I continue, we are expecting some. What's up, Jules? We're expecting some guests. Some big YouTubers are going to be showing up on Nerd Report here. And one has a big gob. Hint, hint. It's going to be very soon. We're planning it. I can't wait to have her here in the studio. I want to see what she has to say about it. That's just one person, okay? Just one person that is coming in here. And I'm going to, just so you all know, any donation goes back into the studio. And this is one of the things. So there's transparencies of where your donations are going. We are working on getting another one of these. This is a Shure mic. This is a Shure mic. It is an amazing mic. It sounds good, but I need an extra one to have Guest's gobs there so these could sound perfect. So any donation that's from today or this week, we're trying to raise $250, which is the cost of this, and it's going to go to for the mic. So we prefer you do Cash App or PayPal because then there's nothing taken out from YouTube. But if you could do a super chat, that's amazing too. But the main thing we need is for you all to keep watching our videos because we do monetize videos with ads. So that is free and it's keeps us up. So there you go. Who's going to be the first super chat of the day? Is it going to be you? Is it going to be you, Lisa? You're watching. Is it going to be you? All right, so get us there, guys, if you guys can. That would be amazing. We're trying to get this mic. D-Nice, do not share that wish list for now, please. The wish list we're not doing for now. I got to reset it. But this right here, all proceeds go to the mic so we could set up, and I'm rearranging the studio. Okay, dokie. Now that that's out of the way, it looks like the Americas are getting invaded, but by who, what, where, when, what's going on? What's going on? We had last week, we had that weird balloon that went, it looks like the trail was from China, right? To somehow over Canada. And then it looks, from what I remember, it went over Alaska. Full disclosure, Alaska is a state in the of the United States. Just full disclosure. I found out yesterday. I had to say that every time. Disa, thank you for the super sticker. First person to super sticker. Hey, y'all. What is up? What is up? Yeah. We're helping us get to our go here for the mic. Thank you so much, Disa. Let's get the hearts up for you. All right. So it went over Alaska and then it went, I guess it crossed Canada somehow, or it went to Canada first, then Alaska. Canada is not a state of the United States, just so you know. But Montana, but Montana is inside jokes. You can listen if you watched yesterday's podcast, you know what I mean. That's why you guys gotta keep watching. You guys gotta keep watching all the time. So it went to the Montana. It looked like it was spying on the missile things and everything. And then it went to the Carolinas and it was shot down, and they're still looking at it. And we've had one go over Latin America that we don't know what the heck. No one cares about Latin America, man. Come on, low key racism, bro. So like the news is like, hey, so yeah, it could be ET, Pat. I don't know. The news is like, we have a balloon over the United States of America, ladies and gentlemen. President Joe Biden has ordered it shut down or shot down, but the Pentagon has advised the president to do the opposite. Joe Biden cited on on safety precautions and waited till it was by the ocean. And in other news, Latin America is getting attacked and anal probed by ET. No one cares. So there was one in Latin America, right? And there seems to have been one yesterday, right? Amy Goodhart talked about it. I don't even know what the heck is going on with that. And then today, folks, we get this. We get this. Trudeau, U.S. fighters shot down object over northern Canada. Canada, our neighbors to the north, not part of America, not a state. Jules. But we got this right here. And here's the deal, man. This is from Vancouver, British Columbia AP. Canadian Prime Minister Justin Trudeau said Saturday that on his order, a U.S. fighter jet shot down an unidentified object that was flying over the Yukon, acting a day after the U.S. took similar action over Alaska. Alaska, a state of the Union of the United States. Just wanted to clear that. As Gene Rick has sent another super chat, y'all. We are getting close to our goal. I know it. I feel it. I feel good. Just to know that I should. Hey, wait. What's going on here? Bernadette Lone Fire and Gene Rick. Bernadette with a $50 donation. We are $200 away from obtaining the goal with the mic and stuff. Bernadette Lone Fire and Gene Rick and a couple others stepping up. Let me put here. Thank you so much, Bernadette Lone Fire. Always stepping up. Gene Rick always stepping up. Part of the backbone of this community, together with everyone on here right now. Thank you so much. Oh wait, hold on. That's my shortcut Wednesday Addams shit. My Wednesday Addams dance, yo, for Bernadette, Gene Rick, and everybody. I made the last part up. Thanks, guys. Hearts for y'all. Yeah, I hope they beam us up too. Okay, so look. Thank you so much, really, Bernadette and everybody. Bernadette. Love you, Bernadette. Hold on a second. Don't fall again. You want me to fall? Shit. All right, let's go through this again. Trudeau, the prime minister, I guess it's like a president. I'm not sure what the difference is. What is there a difference? I'll look it up later. Man, I have to sneeze. God damn, that sneeze. Trudeau spoke to President Joe Biden who also ordered the object to get shot down. Canadian and U.S. jet operating as part of NORAD were scrambled, and it was a U.S. jet that shot down the object. Something telling, I have to tell, something telling, okay? I have to tell. There goes my grammar. I have to say this. You guys ready? Notice how they don't call it what it is. Okay. Canadian Prime Minister Justin Trudeau on Saturday said that he ordered U.S. fighter jets to shoot down an unidentified object, right? Unidentified object that was flying. What do you call an unidentified object that was flying? I'll give you guys a few guesses. What do you call it? That he called unidentified object, but forgot to add the other part. Exactly, Audrey. It's a UFO. Why don't they call it a UFO? Why don't they call it? Yeah, ET. It's an ET. Right? Why don't they call it a UFO? Isn't that weird? A UFO does not mean it's aliens. A UFO means unidentified. They don't know what it is. Flying. It's flying object. Then they want to change it to unidentified aerial phenomena. Well, that sounds weirder than extraterrestrials, man. Because when you're saying phenomena, that's like magic. Am I wrong? Am I wrong? Sorry, guys, I'm talking to NORAD right here. Just kidding. Yeah, it's ET. No, I'm not on crack, man. I don't know why my nose started running so bad. North American Airspace Defense Command, the combined U.S.-Canadian organization that shares defense of airspace over the two nations, detected an object flying at high altitudes Friday evening over Alaska. U.S. officials said it crossed into Canada's airspace on Saturday. There's something weird. There's something weird here. Okay, so they detected the flying. They detected the object flying at a high altitude Friday evening over Alaska. U.S. officials said. They didn't mention that Alaska's a state. Wink. Trudeau spoke with President Joe Biden. Also, I got to say, man, when Trudeau orders an airstrike, that means, dude, he thought some shit was going to go down. Because Trudeau is, woo, he'll like, dude, that guy turns the other cheek. If you guys start a fight with him, he turns the other cheek. Then you could punch him on the other side too. He turns the other cheek. And it's like, he'll put his butt cheek. He will not. This guy's a pacifist. So for him to order a strike, that's insane. You think it's the Ruskies? You think it's the Ruskies, guys? The Russians? All right. Trudeau spoke with President Joe Biden, who also ordered the object to be shot down. Canadian and U.S. jets operating as part of NORAD were scrambled, and it was a U.S. jet that shot down the object. All right. All right. Maybe I wonder if it's Kim saw it. Imagine. Canadian Defense Minister Anita Anand told a news conference in Ottawa that the object flying around 40,000 feet had been shut down at 3:41 p.m., approximately 100 miles from the Canada-U.S. border in the central Yukon. A recovery operation was underway involving the Canadian Armored Forces and the RCMP. Holy shit. And the thing is, they don't know what it is. That's the part. It's Kim doesn't live anywhere near there. It's Kim. Hours later in the US, the Federal Aviation Administration said Saturday night it had closed some airspace in Montana to support the Defense Department activities. NORAD later said the closure, which lasted a little bit more than an hour, came after it had detected a radar anomaly and sent fighter aircrafts to investigate. This is ET. Anomaly. The anomaly that's ET shit, bro. A radar anomaly. Legally. Some ET shit, bro. I'm telling you. Watch Interstellar. They say that word a lot, homie. Okay. The aircraft did not The aircraft did not identify any object to correlate to the radar hit, NORAD said. Hits. F-22 fighter jets have now taken out 3 objects in the airspace above U.S. and Canada over the 7 days. How many? 3, but see, they don't talk about the Latin America one. They don't talk about the Latin America one, right? All right. F-22 fighter jets have now taken out 3 objects in the airspace above U.S., Canada over the 7 days. So 3 in 7 days. From my understanding, there's like 2 in Latin America. No one cares. They only care about our votes, but they won't. If we get blown up, who cares? Right? Yeah, that's weird. They're gonna anal probe the Latinx, man. The Latinx people are screwed. Okay, one is believed to be a spy balloon. Let's see what we got right here. Okay, while Trudeau described the object Saturday as oh my God, Brian Kohlberg took my screen. Trudeau described. Hold on, where am I? While Trudeau described the object Saturday as unidentified, like a UFO. It looks to be a small cylindrical. What does that mean? Let me see. Hold on. Let's get cylindrical in there. Big words, man. They're just freaking killing me. Okay, so that's what it looks like. That's the shape, dude. That's what ET was in. Okay. I can picture ET in this. Yeah, exactly, Matthew. Yeah. No fighter jet scrambled for Latinx America, right? How is that? All right, let me see if there's any other thing, man. This is just like, all right, let's see what some people are saying. Okay, there's a lot of people into this. you look at the comments, to those asking why Canada can't protect itself, this is what NORAD is for, North American Aerospace Defense Command. Okay, they're asking why Canada couldn't do it on its own. I'm not opposed to the U.S. Protecting our neighbors, man. Like, you know, I'm not opposed to you know, us helping our neighbors out, but there were a couple of ETs in Latin America and no one gave a poop. And that hurts me, man. That hurts me. That hurts me. Yeah, I'll tell you what doesn't hurt me. Let's see what's here. Let's see what News Nation.
And for more on this breaking news, we are welcoming in founder and executive director.
You guys hear that? All right, let's see what News Nation has to say. You guys hear that? This is Kiki. This is the third in the past week over the U.S. territory, but there's more. You guys can hear this? All right, let's see what they have to say.
And for more on this breaking news, we are welcoming in founder and executive director of the National Security Institute, Jamil Jaffer. Jamil, thank you so much for being here tonight.
Thanks for having me, Natasha.
So this is the third such object shot out of the sky by the U.S. military. What do you make of these breaking details we just heard Joe telling us about, that this latest object did, in fact, cross over into U.S. airspace?
Well, obviously, again, deeply troubling information. Now, 3 different objects breaching U.S. airspace, undetected until they came into U.S. airspace, and then tracked.
They're shooting these down before they get into U.S. airspace. The first one they effed up in. They let it go over Alaska, an American state, by the way. And then it went into Montana, also an American state. And it traveled the heartland. And then they shot it down. There was a lot of criticism. And we were told that's the right way to do it. Now, all of a sudden, they're shooting these suckers out before they get to any U.S. territory, or right when they're above it. So that tells me they did not detect the first one. It's better now. They'll probably be more precautious, but
for a while. And in the last 2 cases, in the last 24 or 48 hours, the United States decided to take a shot in cooperation with Canada on the second one, and ultimately take both of these objects down. That's terrific that we decided to take that action. The real question, though, is what are these objects? What are they doing in our airspace? And why don't we know what exactly they are?
Here's a funny one. I heard that the first one they shot down actually had U.S. parts. The first satellite, the balloon with the satellites, had English, It was actually, seems to be manufactured in the United States. Okay. You know what that means, ladies and gentlemen? I want you to listen to me very closely. A lot of times you guys do not listen to me very closely. I read that some of the manufacturers were in English for a Chinese satellite. That means they're finally buying American. Yeah, China is buying American products, ladies and gentlemen. Unfortunately, they're meant to spy on us, but it is a start. Made in the USA, baby. Made in the USA. Chinese spy equipment. The Chinese buy our products. We are winning, ladies and gentlemen, the trade war if we just sell more spy balloons to them. Hear me out. I got a point there. And now back to seriousness.
Could the U.S. be doing more to spot these objects before they get into or so close to American airspace?
Well, you know, as a traditional matter, we've had a generally good battle awareness, situational awareness of our airspace because of the fears of, nuclear missiles, ballistic missiles, and the like. And so we have
Bernadette brought up a good point a few weeks ago. She said, what if it had some chemicals?
NORAD, the North American Air Defense Command, that cooperates closely with Canada to monitor not just our own airspace, but Canadian airspace as well, and also to monitor the approaches to our mutual airspace. What's concerning here, obviously, is that we haven't detected these objects in the past. There were 3 apparently during the Trump administration, 1 earlier in the Biden administration, and now 3 in the last week. So it's obviously concerning that we're not catching these things. It's good that we're catching them now. It's good that we're taking action. But what exactly are these objects? You know, the one that we heard about being shot down on Friday, first detected on Thursday. You know, these U.S. fighter jets circled it, examined it closely. We're still not able to say, or at least the White House hasn't told us yet.
Yeah, I remember a few you said it as well. Bioweapons.
What they think these objects are. They say they haven't been able to identify this one and perhaps the Canadian one. That's obviously concerning in and of itself, even though we got a close look at them.
Third one shot down in such a short amount of time. At what point does this become something that is approaching a policy in terms of when we see this, we shoot it out of the air even before we can determine where?
No mention of the ones in Latin America. Do you find that weird? Who finds that weird?
Where it came from, what exactly it's doing, or what's inside.
Well, you know, it's a hard debate and a hard decision for the White House, for the Canadian Prime Minister to make. Obviously, you don't want to allow things over your airspace that might cause a concern. In the case of the Friday object, the Biden administration said that part of the reason they shot it down so quickly was because it was at 40,000 feet and might interfere with air travel. We haven't heard similar reasoning yet from the Canadians about why they decided to ask the United States to take a shot at that similar reason yet from the Canadians about why they decided to ask.
In case you guys are wondering,
why they interfere with air travel.
In case you guys are wondering, that's the Prime Minister of Canada. He gets his good looks from Castro.
Well, we haven't heard similar reasoning yet from the Canadians about why they decided to ask
Hi,
the
Mom.
United States to take a shot at that latest object. But that may be part of it. But at the end of the day, while you do want to find out what they're doing and where they're going, you also want to ensure that these things aren't carrying some sort of a device or conducting some sort of intelligence collection activity that's problematic. And so, you know, taking the shot probably the
Damn, look at that. Whew. Which one is Tom Cruise in?
right thing to do. But at the end of the day, you've got to know what's going on and why are these objects here and who controls them. We don't even know whether these were Chinese. You know, Natasha, it's worth wondering if these were in fact Chinese objects, and this is the third of them in a row. You know, we might be closer to a conflict with China than anybody ever thought.
Bernadette Lone Fire says, Nerd Report, what if these are distractions for something bigger yet to come? Well, I think it's they're fishing. They're trying to they're fishing to see, you know, what they could do. But you got to remember though, we could do several things at once, like have a team look at these things and then look at other things. But I do think that if you leave, on a serious tip, I think if you leave Latin America unguarded, it's a weak point. It's a weak point within the continent. Where if you let these things, like, let's say there's an invasion, it goes through Latin America. Because if they invade Canada, it's got NORAD to back it up. You know what I mean? So it's a weak spot. Let's see what else you guys are talking about. A good one. What did I say? Yeah, geolocations. You guys have some great stuff, man. I love this conversation. Susie, just your opinion. Yeah, always welcome. Could be testing our reaction time, and also seniors, Space Ghost. Love your avatar. And our reaction time sucked. It was bad. It was a bad reaction time, if you ask me. The first one. But you know what? Better late than never. Better late than never. Now we're on our toes, I think. Hold on. Let me add UFO to the title, because I think this deserves a UFO title on it. This was a UFO. I'm adding to the title. This was definitely a UFO. Press 1 if this qualifies as a UFO. It does. All right. Who's ready for Grayson report after this? Press 1 also. You watching the Super Bowl? I'm not watching the Super Bowl. I just can't. I mean, all due respect if you are, but it's going to take, as Susie said, it's going to take a week to find the parts of the so-called balloon. Yeah. Very weird. It is very weird. All right. Yeah. Yeah. All right. Let's continue this.
Tell me a little bit more about that. What is the likelihood in your mind that these last 2 incidents are related to China? And in what way does this bring us closer to a conflict if this is, in fact, the second or the third object that is Chinese made?
Well, we know that at least 4 balloons had transited over the United States before we detected this earlier one that was shot down last weekend on February 4th. So we know that there were multiple Chinese balloons. Now, the question is, are these different? Are they different kinds of objects? These appear to not be maneuverable like the Chinese balloon was. They appear to be significantly smaller, at least the one we heard about on Friday. So it's hard to know. Could they just be ordinary weather balloons? I mean, I suppose there's a possibility that's the case. But let's suppose they're not. Let's suppose they are, in fact, Chinese objects.
Ken says, what if it's just the U.S. trying to scare everyone into justifying a war? Now, that's a good question to ask. But we can't always think look, I don't know what country you're in or whatever, but we can't always think that this country is always lying, the only one lying. No, there's more proof that the Chinese government is bad. There's way more proof of that. So I'd rather believe the US. I'm sorry. And ours ain't perfect. I'm not saying that. But if we think that every single time it's just us or conspiracy, no matter what, then what's going to happen is they're going to just start blowing cities up, and then because we can't look into it because it's a conspiracy, right? What if it's not? What if they're testing us out, right? US says, hey, look, they're testing us out. And then we decide to not believe our government because we don't like the political party or whatnot, or always think that the US is always lying. And then we're like, okay, don't look into this. And then next thing you know, we have a nuke in the middle of our city because, I'm just saying that. I mean, it could go both ways. Canada could be a target. We have a lot of land. Yeah. But Canada has NORAD to react. I don't know. What if they land in El Salvador, for example? I'm talking about an invasion from another superpower. But why do we need a war? I mean, yeah, it would create jobs in weapon manufacturers, but that's it. We only need a war to defend ourselves. We forgot what the war really is. If we are getting invaded, I would say that's the main reason to defend ourselves from an invasion. Yeah, if you think the US doesn't have civil rights, Google China. Google that. And I'm not talking about Chinese people, okay? I'm talking about China. Google their civil rights and then tell me how you sleep tonight. Okay? Because they will get posters that have black people featured and edit them out of their poster. Okay? And I don't know why companies like Disney still do business with them. That's another story. So yeah, out of the two, you could say both are evil. I'll take America way over China. Sorry. Yeah, China has been keeping the people under control, even the ones who have moved here to in Canada. Yes, if you leave them, they send people to look for you. Okay, just saying. Kim, I don't know what you mean. What about 9/11? Like, what about 9/11? 9/11. Money? Yeah, of course 9/11 was intentional. That's what the US does every time? What does it do all the time, Kim? I don't get it. What does the US do all the time? I mean, enemies of the US would like to think we do that all the time, but I mean, yeah, people don't want war. Yeah, maybe some people up there want war for manufacturing. That's true. I do agree with this statement, Martine. A lot of it. Red Dawn, a great movie. Yes, I agree. It's crazy. Red Dawn was, yeah, I remember that. Patrick Swayze, man. That was Cold War stuff, right? That was Cold War. That was a good movie for its time. The Wolverines, remember that? We make up reasons to go to war, didn't we? Start a war on a lie, WMDs. Well, I think I don't know, did we? And who's we? Who's we? And we're like kind of like almost in a war in Europe, and like where's the how come everybody's cool with this one? I don't know. It's weird. Don't forget to smash the like. Yeah, I'm not, you're not, I gotta be honest with you. I don't blame America for, I'm not part of the blame America first crowd. Yeah. I'm not part of that. Sorry.
And they are being in our airspace to do some sort of surveillance, right? The fact that the Chinese feel like they can get away with this and violate our airspace and Canadian airspace with impunity is obviously a problem. And the fact that now we've taken down 3 of them may raise concerns for the Chinese. Of course, at the end of the day, they are in our airspace. It's their violation of international law against us. We're well within our rights to take these actions. And so just the question is, why are these all here and what are they doing?
If not China, what is the next possible point of origin?
Well, obviously, Alaska is very close to Russia, right? Our borders just across the Bering Straits there. And so there is a possibility that these are Russian surveillance capabilities as well. We haven't previously heard of Russians using these type of surveillance capabilities, at least not in recent memory, but it's certainly a possibility. And then there's always the possibility, Natasha, as we just talked about, that the latest objects may just be, not intelligence collection. They may not be, problematic. They may just be off course. Seems unlikely given the rapidity with which we've seen these, but that is always a possibility that we can't forget.
All right, Jamil Jaffer, thank you so much for your time. I truly appreciate it. Thank you for watching. Go to newsnationnow.com to find News Nation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of News Nation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.
Here's why, like, I don't like. Yeah, I don't know. Okay, well, check this one out, guys. Check this one out. Look at this real quick, all right? Because no one's ever watched this, or they forgot. Check this one out. This is all. I'm not on anyone's side, but check this out. Listen to the words coming out of his gob.
This crisis also demonstrates, unfortunately, once again, that Saddam Hussein remains an impediment to the well-being of his people and a threat to the peace of his region and the security of the world. We will continue to contain the threat that he poses by working for the elimination of Iraq's weapons of mass destruction capability.
Wait, what did he say? What did he say?
The threat that he poses by working for the elimination of Iraq's weapons of mass destruction capability.
What?
By working for the elimination of Iraq's weapons of mass destruction capability.
Yeah, he did. So, like, people want to always like blame the party they don't like. Both parties are wrong, right? Okay, be fair. Okay, I didn't hear you say this guy though. You be fair. Plus, this guy came first. This is the time he attacked I'm just saying, I like this guy actually.
Capability under UNSCOM, enforcing the sanctions in the no-fly zone,
Okay.
responding firmly to any Iraqi provocations. However, over the long term, the best way to address that threat is through a government in Baghdad, a new government that is committed to represent and respect its people, not repress them, that is committed to peace in the region. Over the past year, we have deepened our engagement with the forces of change in Iraq, reconciling the two largest Kurdish opposition groups, beginning broadcasts of a radio-free Iraq throughout the country. We will intensify that effort, working with Congress to implement the Iraq Liberation Act, which was recently passed, strengthening our political support to make sure the opposition, or to do what we can to make the opposition a more effective voice for the aspirations of the Iraqi people. Let me say again, what we want and what we will work for is a government in Iraq.
My point is, I think they thought there were WMDs there. That's what I think. I think they thought there were, or maybe they were, and they were moved. I don't know. That's a theory as well.
Iraq that represents and respects its people, not represses them, and one committed to live in peace with its neighbors. In the century we are leaving. Oh,
anyways, you can look for this. It's
where?
What's this?
The hard fact is,
listen to this very closely because it sounds a lot like, and I hate to say it because it may not be part of your team, sounding a lot like Bush here.
The hard fact is that so long as Saddam remains in power, he threatens the well-being of his people, the peace of his region, the security of the world. The best way to end that threat, once and for all, is with a new Iraqi government, a government ready to live in peace with its neighbors, a government that respects the rights of its people. Bringing change in Baghdad will take time and effort. We will strengthen our engagement with the full range of Iraqi opposition forces and work with them effectively and prudently.
Okay, that was a time, 1998, Iraqi Liberation Act, nuclear weapons facility was allegedly bombed. So there you go with that. But fast forward 2023, Balloon Gate right here. Let's see what else we know about spy. I bet you a lot of people didn't know that existed, right? All right. Yeah, Pennywise has better balloons than these mofos. Oh, spy balloon. What would it be? Spy balloons or UFOs? U.S. shot down CNN. Well, okay, so U.S. shot down objects in Canada's sky. Oh, yeah, this is very, you want cheese. Okay, that's on topic. There we go. Trudeau says jet shut down. There's not much on the new one. Right? Days after the Chinese balloon saga, U.S. down unidentified object. Why did they take that? Wait, are they showing video here of the object? Or is this the same one? 19 hours ago. Do you think this should be called a UFO? should be called a UFO. Why don't I'm confused. Unidentified flying object. It is a UFO. UFO, unidentified flying object spies. What's the situation right now? Okay, update. New unidentified flying object shot down over Canada, believed to be part of what we've been getting so far with spy balloons and spy airplanes from other countries. There's no confirmation that this is Chinese owned or sent from that country at all, to be fair. So NORAD by the orders of the Canadian Prime Minister and Joe Biden, ordered the unidentified object shut down. It was flying at 40,000 feet up in the air, presented a danger to civilian aircrafts. So it was shot down. This one seems to be smaller. Yesterday, there was another one that was the size of a car. So these are supposed to be smaller versions of what we got with the satellite. The satellite was the biggest one, and stuff. We still don't know what is going on with the first satellite. They are testing our reaction time, but Trixie, here's the deal. They upped our reaction time. Because now we're on our toes. We're looking for stuff. So this is a good thing that works against enemies. This was today, Susan. The satellite was a few weeks ago. Now, or last week. You may want to watch Nerd Report. Our past lives. I did go live with this. Kal-El, thank you very much. And that would have been cool if Kal-El was part of it, you know? Kal-El. Kal-El is Superman. Exactly. UFO does not mean I 100% agree with you there. Nerd Alert. Yeah. That's a good name, D-Nice. That's a good name. Yeah, nerd alert is a good. Man, there's so many things that sound good with the word nerd. Kal-El, no. Wonder Woman voice. New spy balloon UFO. Everyone's clicking on this now. New spy balloon. I may use that. Nerd alert. This is a special nerd alert. This is a special nerd alert. D-Nice. I've actually had a long day and I feel energetic, guys, because you guys are here. Folks, real quick, are you new to the channel? Is this the first time you're here on Nerd Report? Let me know in the comments. Let me know in the comments, first timers here on Nerd Report. Everyone forgets Iraq used WMDs against Kurds in the war. Yeah, everyone forgets everything. It's very frustrating, Michael. We know they had them because they were on the one of the countries that gave them We were one of the countries that gave it to him. Yeah. This is true, man. But people want to just, they look, could I keep it a buck? They'll blame Bush and they vote Clinton and they forget Clinton was pushing the WMDs thing and actually invaded Iraq to get rid of Saddam Hussein. He bombed Iraq. Same thing as Bush. Same thing. But since it's not their team and the media ignores it, people don't read history, you see a one bias, a biased thing, right? You know, it's like the Me Too thing, you know? All these people, a lot of these people, they vote Clinton, man. Meanwhile, he's with the interns. Power dynamic? Bro, give me a break. Yeah, people have ADD with it. I'm just saying, man. I'm just saying the way it is. I mean, I'm sure a lot of people didn't even hear what I said, but it is. Hey, Michael, are you new to the channel, bro? Or do you have, wait, you are a member, right? Hello, Marcella. What is up? Marcella's in here. You see, you thought I was told to be wrong? I thought I was being told I was wrong, though. No, could I tell you something, Kim? If we give, Saddam Hussein was given weapons of mass destruction by the US to protect itself. It used it against its own people. Now, let me tell you something. I used to be a martial art instructor. And we used to train, I hope you're listening to this, we used to train people to fight well. Students. Some of those students went to other schools and try to use those techniques against us. We'd kick their ass harder. If you give your neighbor a weapon to defend themselves against an intruder, and that neighbor uses that weapon to you, you kick their ass harder. Sorry. Yeah, it was Cobra Kai. But besides, Kim, I'm sure your country's perfect, whatever it is. So. Actually, they did. Okay, here we go. So true, Susan. Are you talking about kicking their ass harder? You're talking about, I'm trying to do something. I'll see if I can raid. I'm trying to see if I can raid Grayson report here. Because how do we go from UFO to politics? Politics is everywhere. Politics is everywhere, Jules. Politics is a YouTube channel. Yeah, exactly. You use our weapons against you, you're going to get it harder, bro. Like, that's the way I roll, because that's a betrayal. So I don't buy that. Oh, we gave it to them. Okay, cool. Why do we give it to them? To defend themselves. Okay, now they're using it against us. Uh-oh, you're getting your ass kicked. Sorry. I don't see any, you know. That's the way I look. That's my personal opinion. Thank you, Stephanie. To help Lewis out here, the intel at the time was relayed as WMDs. The U.S. wanted to eliminate the threat of and establish a relationship from the future, and it worked well. Plus, we got some stuff from us also. Okay. Yeah, the stuff's kind of weird. Look, communication in the 90s was not as good as it was as it is today, as it was today. Like, we didn't have internet or anything like that. I think communication right now is good, right, bro? Yeah, Yeah, there's politics. There's politics in everything. Politics is everywhere. But let me tell you, Lewis, I like your name, Lewis Rick. There's politics in making movies. There's politics in Hollywood. There's politics in everything. There's politics in the original Star Wars because people are saying, "Oh, the new ones are too over political." The problem is the old ones were political. The thing is, the old ones were directed well, and they masked the politics with a great story over it, right? So when I watch Star Wars as a kid, I just enjoy the laser blast, Darth Vader, and everything like that. It's when I got older that I started realizing it's like, dude, this is a World War II analogy. You know what I mean? And then things got a little deeper with it. And with movies like that, you don't have to agree with the politics, but you admire how clever they are. The movies nowadays, they shove the politics in your face, and then they don't really have a good story. And that's what people are upset at, Story first, lead with story. Right? All right, guys, listen. I need your help. Lisa Grayson is a weird girl. Okay? She's a weird girl. I want you to go over there to Grayson Report. I'm going to put her on screen right now. Who's subscribed to Grayson Report? Press 1. There she is. And ask her, how is she weird? Ask her how she weird. All right. Over there right now. She is live.
Because I'm watching them too.
She's watching me too.
I probably should have waited a few minutes to go live.
No, don't wait.
After him.
No, don't
I think
wait.
he's enthralled in conversation.
No, don't wait. Go right now. Bernadette, go over there. Pat, go over there. I'm dropping the link. No, she's got to overlap. Are you guys okay? I'll give you a shout out if you go there. Ask her how she weird. Nerd Raid. D Nice in the house. Now listen.
D Nice, what's up? I'm giving everyone a few seconds because I know you guys are still with Nerd Report. Or your guys are starting to come in, I guess, now. D Nice with the Nerd Raid.
Matthew in the house. She needs hours to get monetized.
Leah Luga.
Just have her on in the background.
Welcome. Hopefully I didn't butcher your name too much.
She only has 17 people there right now, guys.
Stephanie, what's up? Matthew, Nancy, Marcella.
Everybody over there.
Marcella's saying she jumped ship. Vixen, what's up? Disa, Mariah, hey, how's it going?
All right, 22 people watching.
Rebecca, Nerd Report is in here. He's on live and he's raiding.
Okay, we're going to raid Grayson Report, y'all. Here we go. Let me see if this. Make sure this is going to work. Head over there.
If you guys can hear and see me good.
Give her the hours.
Oh, thank you, Disa. Juniper.
Nerd out.
What's up? Monica.